Welcome to Steve Draws. I'm Steve, a Dutch illustrator and animator, and this is my review about the Apple Pencil on iPad Pro. The Apple Pencil comes in a nice box, and my advice is to keep the box because you're otherwise bound to lose your pencil. And the box comes with little parts like a spare nib, so you can replace that, and with a connector so you can charge your Apple Pencil. So here is the extra nib, and on the back of your Apple Pencil there is the lightning connector. And your cap won't come off because it has a magnet to it, so it will stick to the backside of your pencil. This is the connector. With this connector you can charge your Apple Pencil. You can also charge it by putting it into your iPad. You first need to do that to pair your Apple Pencil with your iPad. Then you get a pop-up window and click OK, and then you're ready to go. Just draw down your notifications, and there you see the battery of your Apple Pencil. So now I'm going to test the Apple Pencil, and the app that I work in most is Procreate, so I'm first going to test that out. And I'm just going to press Procreate and create a new file. And I also am recording this review on my Mac because I got the light cable attached to my Mac Pro. So I can also show you the screenshot from my iPad. And I'm just going to create a new file, 1080p. And first going to start out with using the pencil. I will leave all the transparency and the brush size at 100%. I'm first going to try and sketch it with black. The surface of the iPad Pro is a little bit different than other iPads. It has more of a structure to it, and together with the Apple Pencil, you get a little bit more of a tooth to your screen. You're still skating on your screen, but it feels better than working on a Wacom Cintiq. And pressure sensitivity is very good. I'm just drawing like I usually do, and it is very precise and there's no latency. And if you tilt your pen or your pencil a little bit, then you get a broader stroke, and you can make a gradient. Now hardly pressing, and I will increase the press on my pencil. You can really gradually, and now I'm pressing hardest. So that's a nice gradient you can do with just pressing your pencil. And when you're more on top with your pencil, then you have your fine line. So you can, it's another way of drawing digital because it resembles more of a pencil, which is great, of course. Now I'm going to test the watercolor brush, water brush, which is a great brush in Procreate. and I will leave the settings to full size and at 100% and see how the pressure sensitivity of the pencil works. I'm now hardly pressing, and you can see on my screenshot of my iPad that you can really build up colors, by pressing a little bit harder, and that's great for painting, especially when you want to do more precise paintings. I'll show you another thing I just did yesterday. I got the pencil yesterday, so I'm working on an otter, and here you can see that you really can paint with it very precise and very subtle, because this was done with another brush, with the damp brush, I think, which is a very nice brush. And when you press on your canvas, it will select the color. Well, I'll do a more detailed review about drawing in Procreate with the Apple Pencil on the iPad Pro later on. And this is more of a blend brush, because it blends the colors that's underneath the thing you're drawing. Oops. Now when you apply your pencil a bit tilted, then you get a nice feel and structure of the brush. Just testing out. So it works great in Procreate, because I used pen by Wacom, and I always had problem with the Bluetooth, and here you have no lag because it's integrated, and it's of course a pencil done by Apple. And the latency, there's just no latency, which is great. Also going to test it in another great app. It's by Adobe, and it's called Adobe Sketch. And just create a new project, press on it, and there is a palm rejection, because when I'm using my palm and my pen, it doesn't react to it, because before that you always needed to draw without using your hands on your iPad, and now you can just draw, just do it at 100%. I'm going to use the pencil and just going to sketch along, and this has got a nice, when you tilt it, you get a bigger surface to draw with, and you can do nice gradients with it. Just draw a sphere, and in Adobe Sketch you also have different shapes, so you can just put a square like this and then draw it with your pencil, and when you tilt it you get a thicker line, so you can do thick and thin as well. And they have other shapes as well, like the French curves, which is, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use that, but it's a nice way of using these things, and it looks like you can really draw. But to get back to drawing in Adobe Sketch. It's really integrated with the Apple Pencil, and you can really sketch like you do when you're sketching on paper with a pencil. And the great thing about this is that you can record it and use it in other apps, or send it to your Creative Cloud and then open it in Photoshop, for instance. One thing I noticed about using the Apple Pencil is when your surface of your iPad Pro is a little bit greasy by using your fingers, when you do something like this or draw over it, then you get a little bit of a bump. So I'm also going to test it in an app called Sketchbook. It's by Autodesk, and I got a question from a viewer if I wanted to, test it on the iPad. So I'm just going to try it out and just select the pencil and see what happens. Well, it seems like there is no, I think it's not supported by the Apple Pencil, or the app is not updated yet. So maybe they'll do that later, because I don't feel anything of there's no pressure sensitivity to it. To top it off, I'm just doing a quick sketch in Procreate of my character called Horace Hippo. Overall, this Apple Pencil is the perfect tool. It's a perfect match with the iPad Pro, and I think it's the best stylus I used so far. If you want me to do more tutorials on working in Procreate or other drawing apps, please let me know in the comments. I will read all the questions and maybe I can answer them or make a new video about it. Drawing is fun and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!